Tinkercad added a brand new feature, and I'm here to tell you about it, so let's get cracking. You can find Tinkercad at tinkercad.com. It is 100% free, it runs in a web browser so you never have to install it, and it is the easiest way to start learning computer-aided design. If you haven't tried it before, I've got some day one tutorials. I'll put a link to the bit.ly up above. This is what the Tinkercad workspace looks like. Of course, here is where all your designs are stored. If you click over here on Create, you can make new 3D designs, circuits, or code blocks. Today, I'm going to make a new 3D design. I always start by naming projects. This one is going to be called Unhide 101. When you build in Tinkercad, it is with basic shapes. You can drag them out, drop them on top of each other, put them on other faces. This is called cruising. Once again, I've got all the beginner lessons that'll teach you how this works. There are new features like Sketch, which is absolutely fantastic. When you launch this, of course, you can check out the Sketch features. This is upgraded all the time, so you can quickly check them out and learn the skills. When you're done, you simply hit the X. They're always here. Of course, if you prefer my tutorials, they're right there. Sketch is cool because you can do straight lines, but you can also press number 2 to make Bezier curves and just make complex, awesome shapes. I'm going to close that design and hit Finish Sketch. Once again, you can check my bit.ly if you want to learn all about this. Today's tutorial is about this. Right now, I'm going to grab all these shapes and I'm going to hide them. You can also use the shortcut Control H. Now, traditionally, we always had to click here and do Show All to bring them all back. But once again, I'm going to do Control H to hide them. And check this out. We have now got the ability to toggle shape visibility. If I only want to bring back this piece and this piece, bang, I now have selective unhide. Now this project was just for fun, so it really did not have a use, but if you have a complex part where you're working behind other pieces and you do Control H and you just only want to bring back a couple, now you've got the ability to just hit the letter V and find the ones that you really wanted to bring back. You just click on the work plane and you're ready to continue building. Real quickly, I'm going to bounce back to the Tinkercad workspace. And I'm going to take you into one of my more complex projects. This is a project that I posted last week. It is an awesome launcher that was created by ZDP189. It is based on this Thingiverse project. You can check it out as well. This is created with the awesome Sketch tool. If you want to learn more, you can use the bit.ly up above. I'm going to quickly use the hide notes so those aren't in my way. And this is where it gets really awesome. If I want to work on a single piece, I could have clicked Control H and say I just wanted to get at these two parts. Now I can bring them back, click the workspace, and bang, just edit what I wanted. I do also want to highlight, because this is created entirely in Tinkercad, you could ungroup and modify the project to do whatever you wanted. All right, so we've covered unhide, but I also want to quickly talk to you about shape search. This is the search button. Of course, we've got all these awesome categories. One of my favorite categories is the shape generators. There are a ton of these available, and what makes them cool is when you bring them out, they have parameters that you can adjust. Now, I do want to warn you, if you drag the handles, you break the parameters. I'll show you this real quick. I'm going to do Control D, which is duplicate. I'm going to stretch this one and see how that number is 46. It still thinks it's 10. If you go over here and say we really needed a diameter of 46, if I type 23, then it would actually match the 46 that it's supposed to. I just want to emphasize again, if you ever drag handles, you break these parameters. That's just the way Tinkercad works. You can see here now that 23 actually gives me the 46 that you would expect. Now there are tons of these, so let me show you how you can see them all. If you visit my website, HLModTech.com, I have got a tab dedicated to Tinkercad, tons of amazing categories full of things for you to check out, the day one favorites, the useful starters, and the Tinkercad essentials. Now first I want to highlight the shape generator PDF. When you click this, it takes you to a PDF file that shows you all the different shape generators. Once again, these have parameters that you can adjust, and it gives you the names so they're easier to search with. You can always come back here and click this instantly. You could also click right here and download it. The other one that I want to highlight is the entire Tinkercad shape catalog. This one is a Google Sheet, so when you hit make a copy, this is yours to keep. It takes a moment to load, but as you can see, this sheet has tabs so that you can switch through and see all the possible shapes, once again giving you the names so they're easier to track down. This is a fantastic tool to let you see all the shapes that are available and of course have the names so that you can search for the different parts. And once again, if we go to the very last page, these are all those shape generators. So a quick wrap up. Of course, today was all about the selective unhide. Don't forget V is the shortcut for visibility. Of course, once again, if you're just starting with Tinkercad, make sure you check out that day 1 playlist. I do quickly want to say thank you to everybody that supports me via YouTube memberships. There are 3 different levels of support starting as low as $5 a month. With any level of support, you get early access to video. Also, make sure you keep an eye out for those members only posts. Also, a massive shout out to my Patreon supporters. Love how that group is growing. We are past 350 members. It is a fantastic messaging area where you can ask questions, post designs, gain skills. Of course, you can learn more with the bit.ly up above or the link in the description. Finally, friends, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget every time you like, hype, share a video, add a comment down below or click subscribe, you're helping HLModTech get just a little bit bigger, which absolutely makes my day. Friends, have a glorious day and keep tinkering.